Tom and Linda Bosworth are enjoying a carefree retirement. Today they're looking forward to a day out.
You coming, honey?
A drive and a picnic in the New Mexico wilderness.
Hey, put that down, that's for lunch.
Tom and Linda have been married for 32 years. Their lifetime of shared adventures stretches back to the 70s, when they met on a skiing holiday in Aspen.
He was really nice. He was not a phony, and he was cute.
I thought she was very nice looking, number one. I thought she had a fantastic personality. That smile of hers was a knockout.
You're not ready in 5. I'm going.
Vietnam veteran Tom has spent a lifetime working in the car industry and his leisure time racing cars. He's still got the bug. He's just finished rebuilding a second-hand Jeep.
Tom refurbished the entire thing. Tom loves a thrill.
I've always loved cars ever since I can remember. I always took things apart.
It's the middle of summer, and Tom wants to test his creation off-road, out in the New Mexico backcountry. Linda's going along for the ride.
Okay, action man, I'm coming.
And I remember looking to see if there was any treat in the freezer we might like for dessert, and there wasn't. But I looked at that big water jug we had frozen, and I thought, oh, maybe I should take that. And I thought, oh no, I've got enough with me.
I'll give you a hand. That's fine. Right. Ready?
Let's go.
Well, it was a beautiful day. I thought it'd be fun to do. I thought Linda and I would really like it. This was to fall in love with the mountains in this vehicle.
Glad you came, honey.
So am I. Wouldn't have missed it for the world.
Tom and Linda make a quick pit stop for petrol en route to the mountains.
We were filling up with fuel. I called my sister
Hi, Barb. It's Linda.
and told her what we were going to do, and she said, you're crazy.
Excited. Tom, I mean, what do you think? He's like a teenager again.
She knew we were going off-road, but she had no idea where we were going.
It doesn't occur to Linda to tell her sister exactly where they're going.
I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Who's that?
Sis.
Ready?
Ready when you are.
It was exciting to think this is really our exciting trip. We were thrilled to be able to do it.
Their destination is a network of rugged trails in the Burro Mountains, in the heart of the vast and remote Gila National Forest.
You're out in the mountains. It's beautiful. New Mexico really is a land of enchantment.
The couple love the great outdoors, and Tom can't wait to see how well the vehicle handles on the dirt tracks of the Saddle Rock Trail.
The whole thing was exciting for me, and I kept saying, Linda, how do you like this?
It's great.
Look at that.
I was giggling a lot because it was fun.
She was smiling and excited. From that, I was excited.
After their picnic lunch, Tom and Linda take in the isolated splendor of their surroundings.
Pretty special, isn't it?
Beautiful.
There were trees around. You get a lot of shadows from the sun. It was beautiful, just a beautiful place.
They've both enjoyed bumping over the backcountry trails. Now Tom's itching to see how his rebuilt Jeep handles even tougher terrain.
Oh, Linda, come here a minute.
Tom had a map. Wasn't a perfect map, but I felt very confident. I definitely encouraged him to keep going.
Okay. Let's really test this baby out.
Tom's chosen a route that will take them way off the main trails, into the empty heart of the wilderness.
It was exciting. The trees were hitting us. And the terrain was, oh my gosh, we were bumping and bumping. Kind of a roller coaster ride.
I was piloting the craft like I always do. She had total confidence in me.
Oh, that was close.
I said to Tom, thank gosh, it's you driving. And then
The Jeep just rolled.
it was scary.
What in the world is going on?
Linda, are you okay?
I'm laying there with my elbow on the ground, looking up at my wife and feeling fear.
Linda, you okay?
Tom was anxious that I was okay, but I said quickly, I'm okay.
By some miracle, neither of them is badly hurt, but the danger isn't over.
First thought that came to my mind is, are we going to catch on fire?
Car expert Tom is worried that a stray spark from the vehicle's electrics might ignite leaking fuel or even trigger an explosion.
Quick, we gotta get out of here.
I wanted to get us both out.
Linda is badly shaken and entangled in her seatbelt.
Hang on, Hank. I'll go first, and then I'll pull you out, okay?
Okay.
But Tom must get free before he can pull her out.
I began putting my feet on the dash, the seat, the steering column, and then I got out.
Okay.
Yeah, get me out.
Okay, honey.
I was anxious to get out of that vehicle.
Hang on to my arm. I'll pull you out. Stay on the side.
Don't let go of me. Don't let go.
No, I got you. Come. Got it?
Yeah. Yeah, there.
Got it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Honey, get your clothes. I got you. Fall into it. That hurt. Oh. Okay, Chris, let's get out of here.
That was very scary.
Tom and Linda have had a lucky escape. Kilometers from anywhere, the Jeep is their only way out of this fix.
Yeah.
You stay there, yeah?
Once he's sure it's safe, Tom tries something new.
I thought, if I can get this back upright, we can drive out of here. I tied it to this little dumb tree, and I hooked that to the bumper, and I started ratcheting it. The vehicle was teetering a little, not very much, but a little. And I thought, gosh, if I can just get it to that point, it would fall, come right back.
Tom was exerting himself and trying very hard to get that vehicle to move.
I tried to move it. It was wasted, futile, but I had to try it.
I'm sorry, honey, I can't do it. Anything?
Nope.
Me neither.
The Burro Mountains all around them block out any mobile phone signal.
There was a phone there with a slash through it. It was totally nothing.
Did you tell your sister we were out here?
No. I didn't tell her where we were going.
I didn't tell anybody either. So nobody knows where we are.
I guess not.
Tom and Linda's fun day out just turned deadly serious. They didn't tell anyone where they were going. And in this remote spot, many kilometers from the highway, the chances of them encountering a passing hiker are vanishingly small.
We were in a very remote place, no tracks of any human life around us. We were it. I said to Tom, we're not going to have enough water.
Very profound statement. We don't have enough water.
The 2 bottles of water Linda brought for lunch are nearly empty.
I remember that fleeting thought that I had. It came back to haunt me.
The temperature is in the 30s and rising. Tom and Linda know that if they stay put, they'll run out of water within hours.
It was a real conundrum for me. I knew the rule. You should stay with the Jeep.
In this heat, the 30-kilometer uphill hike back to the highway would be tough enough for youngsters, let alone a couple in their late 60s. Tom comes up with a plan.
The Gila River was below us somewhere. I didn't know for sure where.
That's the Gila River.
If they hike downhill, they can cross the river and join the highway at a different point. Before they set off, Tom packs one last essential bit of kit.
In the back of the vehicle, I had a pistol. It was a .357 Magnum. The main reason I carried that pistol was mountain lion. Also, there was brown bear around, and I had 2 bricks of ammunition.
An hour since they left the crash site, and the mid-afternoon temperatures are soaring towards a punishing 40 Celsius.
The heat was intense. It's right in your face.
You okay back there, Linda?
Yeah, you?
Fine, hon.
And that took a lot of steam out of us.
You get ahead of me now.
The terrain becomes increasingly perilous.
Keep going, honey.
We turned and started down this trail. It was very narrow. And off to the left was a drop-off.
I'm okay. Oh, that's fine.
As the brush thickens, Tom and Linda are all too aware of the risk of stepping on a rattlesnake.
Let me see.
The cut was deep, and it was stinging, and lots of blood was coming out.
I got something for that.
It's a nasty cut, but they can't let it slow them down. With the light fading fast, they're desperate to reach the river before nightfall. Three hours later, they hear the sound they've been praying for.
You could hear the river And I felt that we were going to get out.
This is not good. This is not what I expected at all.
But instead of a crossing point to the highway, Tom and Linda have survived another grueling night. But Tom is desperately worried about his wife. By late morning, as temperatures soar into the 30s, it's clear that Linda is in serious trouble.
I could see she was really struggling. It took a lot of strength for her to keep going.
She's had nothing to drink for more than 24 hours.
I realized that Linda had lost her gait. And she was leaning on that stick more and more.
67-year-old Linda is paying a terrible price for refusing to drink the river water.
I was feeling a terrific pain in my back. Every time I took a step, my back was just killing me.
The pain is a terrifying sign that dehydration is causing Linda's kidneys to fail. If they shut down completely, she will die.
Linda was starting to become weak. It was starting to get real scary.
Then, Tom starts to recognize the terrain.
Coming into Saddle Rock, we had passed a huge ranch.
There's got to be a ranch around here somewhere.
I could see on the map the hiking trail.
I think you must.
And I said, maybe we'll come out near that ranch.
Tom decides to head downhill, praying it's the right direction. Finding the ranch could be Linda's last chance. Then, amid the dry, colorless scrub, Tom spots a flash of vivid green.
There's green grass. You could feel moisture. You could put your hand on the ground and it was wet.
Tom knows there has to be a water source nearby.
Hey.
I'm an engineer. I knew this was a wellhead, and there's got to be a way to get water here.
Oh, please, let there be water here.
Hey.
I thought, this is it. We're going to have water. We're going to have water.
Something had to be running somewhere.
Please let us get to that water.
This is crazy.
The well is probably for watering livestock, but he can't find a way to the water. It's an agonizing moment. Tom knows he's just meters away from water that would save Linda's life, but he just can't reach it.
It was so close, but not there, and it was very frustrating to me.
It's 72 hours since Tom and Linda got stranded in the baking heat of the wilderness. There's no sign of the hoped-for ranch, and every step Linda takes is now pure agony. As her kidneys start to shut down, she's literally dying from dehydration.
I could hear her behind me. And I would walk, and I'd have to turn, and she'd be a good distance behind me. That stick was in the ground. That's when I knew we were in real trouble.
The pain in my back was terrible. It was excruciating.
I realized that she didn't have a lot left in her.
He begged me to get up and keep walking, but I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it anymore.
Let's just rest here a while.
I can't do this, Tom.
And I said, Linda, come on. We're going to make it.
I'm slowing you down.
I didn't like the sound of those words. I didn't want her to give up.
Don't be silly, Linda. You can make it.
And I said, I love you. We've had a wonderful marriage. It's been a great ride, but you have got to leave me.
No,
Tom, you gotta go on alone.
And she kept encouraging me. She says, you got to go. You've got to find someone or water. Go, go, go.
Two of us can't die.
okay.
I loved that woman. I didn't want to leave her. It was very emotional for me. Very, very hard to leave. That was Linda. I had to go. There was no choice.
A few hours later, and with Linda far behind him, Tom pushes on. If he doesn't find help soon, he knows he may never see her alive again.
I don't know how much further I went.
But now Tom is in trouble too.
I dropped. When I woke up, my face was straight into the sand. My nose was just buried in the sand. It was all over my face.
Linda.
Tom has slept the whole night, losing vital hours that could spell the difference between life and death for Linda.
That really scared me. I just felt like I had to save her. So I kept moving. But I couldn't walk a straight line. I felt drunk like it. I staggered. I was losing it.
After his 4-day ordeal, the 68-year-old Vietnam vet's body is finally giving up, and he's now losing control of his mind.
I've never experienced anything like that in Vietnam. Never, ever, ever. I felt very close to death. The thought started coming into my mind. Tom, this is your last day on Earth. And I began to realize this is it. And I dropped to my knees and I put my hands like this. And I prayed to God. God, I'm at the bottom of my life. Please help me. Please help me. And I know that you and Linda don't always see eye to eye, but please save her too. I just said it right out loud. And I heard a whop, whop, whop. And then it looked like they were going away from it. So I fired 3 shots in the air. And right up there was that young medic waving at me. It was a miracle. God had answered my prayer. I cannot describe the feeling that is that you're alive and they're going to save you.
The search and rescue helicopter was called out by 2 hikers who found Linda's note pinned to the upturned Jeep. Tom directs the rescue team to where he left Linda, but he has no idea if she's still alive. 10 minutes later, they find her.
And I look over, and there is Linda laying there. I looked at that medic, and he looked at me, and he did this. He did this. I'm sorry. Linda was alive.
Hospital treatment saved Linda's life, but the ordeal left a serious legacy. Dehydration destroyed most of her intestine, and she now needs an intravenous drip to survive.
This happened to me, and I've got to make the most of it because I've got a lot more life in me.
I still, to this day, feel guilty. I have to work on that all the time. I love her so much. I will always take care of her.
Grade school teachers Ben Gowans, Jason Cox, and Clay Craig are setting out on a spring break adventure.
Come on, big guy.
We met when we were in college together. We were in the School of Education. We were some of the only men in the program, so we kind of made an immediate bond. We had kind of done an annual trip we called the Man Trip.
Ben plans to take his friends on a day trip through the narrow canyons of Utah.
The first time I went canyoneering was so exciting. Clay and Jason, they were my buddies already. If I could get them hooked on this, I thought we would be set.
Ben had been researching some different hikes, and I think he was trying to convert us into becoming mountain men.
No. we just go to Vegas?
But not everyone shares Ben's enthusiasm.
Who wants to go to Vegas?
Jason has been feeling sick all morning.
Even though I wasn't sure, I was sure that I wanted it to be the three of us to go do something together. So I agreed on going canyoneering. The drive down was really fun. We just joked around and had great conversation. That's one of the things I really enjoy about our friendship, is that we talk together and get along so well.
On the way to Hanksville, we were pretty lighthearted. I mean, we were laughing and having a good time, and we all three felt good about the trip.
The three friends have said goodbye to their wives and children and are driving 50 kilometers into the wilderness. Ben has planned an easy 3-hour hike through Leprechaun Canyon, a spectacular and remote 5-kilometer gorge with canyoneering routes for all levels of ability.
I chose what I thought was the easiest canyon, given the description.
This one's yours. We got one of these each, okay? Okay, we ready, guys? See where we're going. See what I mean?
But the beautiful scenery is the last thing on Jason's mind.
Where's Jay? Jay! Come on, Jay, move your butt. You want to go back to the car?
No, it's okay. I'm coming.
Okay. Come on, man up.
I wasn't feeling that great. I was just really sick, not feeling well at all. And they were saying, you can go back to the car if you'd like. It'll only be a few hours.
Jason kept saying, I'm okay, I'm all right. So we kept going. You know, I think in the back of my mind, I was hoping that Jason would say, I can't do this, let's turn around and go back.
And there were two things going on in my mind at that time. I'm not a quitter, so I didn't want to give up on it. And then the other thing was, what am I going to do for 2 to 4 hours? You know, I didn't really want to sit in a vehicle for that long.
The adventure kicks off with an adrenaline-charged challenge. They'll have to abseil down an 8-meter cliff face to the start of the canyon system.
Awesome!
I'm not sure about this, guys.
Come on!
Jay, you can do it.
You're okay, you're okay. No, that's it. Come on! Yeah! Well done, big man. You did it. That was cool!
Ben has chosen a circular route through the canyons and back to their vehicle. There's no way they could climb back up the way they came.
It was probably a 25-foot drop. Once we went over that point, there really was no option of going back up the canyon.
But up ahead, the winding canyon lies open, and the adrenaline of the abseil is coursing through Ben.
I was extremely excited. I was in heaven. I was having the time of my life.
Ben and his friends find themselves in an awe-inspiring and surreal landscape.
Ben was having a great time, laughing, joking, and I still wasn't feeling that great.
told you it was awesome. Hey, you feeling better? Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful red rock. It's smooth. And once you get down into the slots of the canyon is when it becomes even more beautiful.
I just remember how quiet it was. And it was kind of exhilarating to pass by all of these high walls of the Red Rock Canyon and walk through areas that you don't know how long it's been since a human's been through there, so it was kind of amazing.
I mean, the canyon's kind of like it's a maze. There are places that it just winds around. There are places that are so tight that you have to turn sideways to get through.
Yeah.
We took a picture of the three of us when we got to this point where we got down to the bottom of the canyon. We felt that we were at the bottom at least, finally.
The main thing I love about canyoneering is getting out to where there aren't as many people. I just loved being somewhat isolated in a place that no one had been, and to me, just being deep in the slot canyons where the walls are narrow and twisting, and the light and just the scenery and all the things that you can only see and you can only do by going canyoneering. That's what really appealed to me.
It's just an incredible, I mean, I don't know if you can call a place both beautiful and dangerous at the same time, but it was just so, I was in awe.
But the beauty of the canyons can distract even the wary from the dangers that lie within. The canyon offers a variety of routes, from the very easy to the virtually impossible. And soon Ben faces a choice.
You okay?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. No, but look. The GPS is saying a little further on.
I was using the GPS, but I was also using a description that we had printed off the internet. It talked about a shallow down climb that led into the bottom of the sandy canyon. The GPS said we needed to go 90 feet farther, but what I was seeing right in front of me was exactly like the description.
Yeah.
So having never used the GPS before, I thought that I knew better. So I thought, this matches the description. I'm going to go down here.
Okay. Come on.
The friends have made a critical error. By ignoring the GPS, they've missed their trail. They're now entering the canyon's most technically difficult route.
Once we started down the canyon, the walls started to climb and get higher and closer and closer. And for me, it was exactly what I'd hoped for. It was exciting. I was in heaven. I was having the time of my life.
Come on, guys! Guys! Come on!
Guys, wait for me!
They don't know it yet. But the three friends are at the entrance to one of the narrowest canyons in the world. Jason is worried. The route Ben suggested shouldn't be this extreme.
I continued to enjoy it as we got deeper down into the slot, and it got darker, and in some places we couldn't even see the sky. And it was amazing to me.
The canyon got narrower and narrower.
Hey, Ben.
Yeah?
I started to get nervous about whether or not we'd chosen the right spot.
Look, we'll get through here, and then we're back on the wider path, okay? Come on.
The canyon is so narrow, it's not long before they have to leave the safety of solid ground. Now they use a technique called stemming.
You put your knees up against one wall and your backside up against the next, and you kind of shimmy your way until you can get to another spot.
I was rather in my own world.
You okay, guys? This is killing me, Ben!
This is what we came for!
You never said it'd be this narrow.
That's when I remember them starting to voice concern. It was after that it started to occur to me that this isn't quite exactly what the description explained. I could tell that Clay and Jason they weren't ready for it. It was too much.
The higher above the canyon floor they get, the more nervous Jason becomes.
I was worn out. I was getting banged up. My knees were hurting. My hands were sore. And the farther we went, the more and more exhausted I was getting.
The canyon now bears no resemblance to the description. Ben accepts, for the first time, that he's made a massive navigational mistake.
I would just have this wave of guilt come over me, like, oh, what have I done?
Instead of the planned beginner's route, Ben has led them into the toughest grade canyon, with no experience and little equipment.
Ben, this is madness.
I'd planned the trip. This was my doing. And I was feeling an urgency to get out now. The pleasure of the canyon was gone.
What now, Ben?
Ben doesn't want to scare his friends. He decides they should press on.
Once we got to the point where I knew we had to get out, down canyon, to me, was the only option. Because looking at the walls of the canyon, they were straight up.
Okay, let's just keep going a little longer, okay? Come on.
At 6 meters above the canyon floor, Jason is already struggling.
I was just trying to hold my place, and my legs were burning. I was exhausted.
Darkness has fallen. The temperature plummets below freezing, and Jason and Clay huddle together for warmth. They've already given their jackets to Ben to keep him alive.
This is the first time in my life that I'd ever been so cold that I couldn't stop my teeth from chattering. I kept thinking, I just can't wait till this ends. It's gotta end, because it was so miserable.
It is so dark down there. It was cold. It was a bone-chilling cold.
And as the temperature drops even further, the weather worsens.
Jason. Jay.
What?
Look at the sky.
So that was one of my fears throughout the entire hike. And as the night wore on, it got cloudy and it looked like there was a possibility of rain.
It's not good. What are we gonna do?
Let's cover up Ben. Keep him dry.
Clay started looking for a place up off the canyon floor where we could be able to get to if it did start to rain. There was a little ledge about 10 feet off the canyon floor, and we were hoping that between the two of us we could get Ben up there. We didn't want to move him unless we absolutely had to.
Clay, it's getting worse. The best we can do, right next to Ben, keep him warm. Just hope to God it doesn't rain.
He didn't talk to us at all. His guts were hurting him. He was still bleeding. We prayed all night that no rain. We can't do that. We cannot do the rain. If you get a rainstorm, it doesn't take much rain for a flood to come, barreling through those slot canyons.
If there's a sudden downpour, the dry, sandy canyon would soon become a raging torrent. The prospect of a slow, lingering death would be transformed in an instant into a swift and violent drowning. The sun rises. The hours of freezing darkness have taken their toll on both body and mind. And the new day brings no relief. As Jason stirs from his half-sleep, he makes a shocking discovery.
With the pressure of his head, the water bladder actually popped open in the night and started leaking.
All the water's gone, man.
When we first assessed what we had, I thought we could last for at least 3 to 4 days. But then after we lost all that water in the night, I didn't really know how long we could last. It was almost completely gone. There was just a couple of swallows left in the bag.
They give the last precious drops to Ben. It might keep him alive a little longer, but they need to find a replacement supply, and fast. Without water for even a day, the blood thickens, putting strain on the heart. On day 2, the body's systems begin to fail. Surviving a 3rd day is unlikely. They urgently need help, but trapped 22 meters below the surface, any rescue will have to come from above.
We formulated a little plan together, one of us tending to Ben, making sure he was doing okay, while the other one would go and hit the canyon wall 5 times, wait for a few seconds, hit again 5 times.
Help us! Is anybody there?
We did that all day, back and forth.
Can you hear us?
Sound travels a long ways, and if we were pounding on the wall with the hammer, that was a good way for people to hear us.
But they're in the middle of nowhere, swallowed up by thousands of kilometers of uninhabited wilderness. As the hours pass, Clay and Jason begin to entertain their worst fear. Unless help comes soon, their friend might never recover.
He may be alive, but I didn't know what state of mind he would be coming out. I didn't know if he would be the same Ben that would be able to teach school and, go on hikes again. I thought my buddy was gone.
I thought if he did pass away, it'd probably put us over the edge. We would probably lose it. It looked pretty bleak if no one found us.
A whole day spent hammering on the wall of the canyon has brought no help at all. And as darkness falls, the temperature plunges once again.
I looked over at Jason and I just told him, I said, I don't know if I can do another night. I had a wife at home. She was 2 months pregnant. I had 3 little boys at home. I just started teaching school. I felt like life was so good, you know, and I thought I'm giving it all up.
I thought about having my kids being raised without a dad. Those were the moments that were tough for me.
Did a lot of praying. It was me just really trying to send some type of a signal to my wife that we were in trouble. I knew she would know that there was something wrong.
He started crying, and I could hear that he was really emotional, and I kind of broke down myself.
Their lives are nearing their end. It's just a question of what will kill them first: dehydration or hypothermia. And Ben will be the first to die.
I couldn't even imagine staying down there any longer, going through another night. It was the coldest I've ever been in my life down there.
We all 3 felt responsible for each other, and it would have been really hard to live with the fact that one of us didn't make it out.
Rescue is unlikely. They haven't left any details of their planned route with their wives. The only way out is the same free-fall climb that has left Ben clinging to life.
If Clay or I had tried to climb out, I think either we wouldn't have been able to get very far just due to our lack of energy, or we would have fallen and that we would fall to our death.
There's no way out. The canyon has become their tomb.
And at first, I didn't believe it.
We heard helicopters initially flying overhead, and we couldn't see them because the gap above us was so narrow, but we could hear them.
Hey, get out the camera. When it goes past, fire flash.
We had a camera, and we thought that they might actually see the flash. The helicopters approached our area.
It's a miracle. Someone is looking for them.
Jason and I were both just screaming and trying to get someone's attention.
It's the cruelest twist yet. A search and rescue helicopter has passed within meters of the top of their canyon. But 22 meters below the surface, they're virtually invisible.
I'm back.
We were so desperate because we thought they can't see us down here. When those helicopters went away, I just dropped to my knees.
It was so quiet. I just remember how quiet it was. It's something that I'll never forget.
We were desperate. All throughout the night, Jason and I were thinking they're gone. They're not coming back. And just wondering if Ben really would make it another night.
I remember sitting next to Ben on the canyon floor, and going to tears quite a few times.
I thought my buddy was gone.
Jay. Do you hear that?
It was all just so unreal when we heard voices.
There's someone up there.
A ground search and rescue team had heard their cries as the helicopter flew past. Moments later, the chopper returned to winch them to safety. "30 hours after falling 22 meters to the canyon floor, Ben was airlifted to safety. The wives of the three friends had raised the alarm when they didn't hear from their husbands. By checking the internet research Ben had done on the canyons, his wife managed to locate the area they were in. While his friends quickly recovered, Ben was in rehabilitation for months. He had severe head injuries, broken ribs, and a burst eardrum. But eventually, he made a complete recovery.
I remember starting to climb up to save us. I was going to climb to the top. I remember brushing the dirt out of the cracks. The next thing I remember was waking up in a hospital bed at the University of Utah Hospital.
Despite their traumatic ordeal, the three remain best friends.
I shouldn't be alive. I should have died in the canyon. Jason and Clay did save my life. They were there when I needed them, despite my stupid mistakes.
I still love the outdoors, and we still go on man trips. We go hiking. We don't go to slot canyons anymore.
We still get together every month and go to dinner, and I still feel like they're my best friends. They're my brothers. Doesn't matter what happens in life, we're still really close, and I think we always will be.